Hello there, layabouts. Nice to see you doing a bit for a change.
Well, get in.
Well, it's far better around.
What are you doing here, Mason?
Hey, what do you mean?
According to the schedules, you're not due back until tomorrow.
I came straight through. I had a special reason for getting back tonight.
Look, you know the union regulations. You must have driven through the night. That sort of thing can get the company into trouble.
Yeah.
Well, don't do it again.
No, Mr. Lacey, sir.
All right, wrap it up. Back tomorrow, on time.
All right.
That goes for you too, Mason. Just want to check up on that load you brought in.
Yeah, sure. He's a net.
Ah, he's not too bad, John. Nothing worse.
Hey, what's the special brought you back tonight? Ah, it's my birthday.
Well, let's have a drink then.
No, I can't. I got a date.
Anyone I know?
No, she's new and handy. Got a room in the same digs as me. See you, Neville. Keep your nose straight.
Yeah, you too.
Bye, fellas. So long, Doc.
That's him.
Greetings. Do you have to start so early? What happened?
Some friends of mine stopped me and gave me their greetings.
Come on, I'll fix you up. I'll let it ring so someone else answer it. Sorry. Right, I'll answer it. Hang on. Hello.
I want to talk to Don Mason.
Hold on, I'll see if he's in.
Don't bother to say he's not in because I know he is. Tell him to come to the phone at once. It's important.
Don? It's for you. I didn't quite know what to say.
That's all right. Oh, Don Mason speaking.
It's a pity you're being so uncooperative, but you know what we want. See that we get it. If you don't, next time we'll really get rough.
Now look.
There's one for you, Kay.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I know what these are.
Oh, dear, is that the time? I must get Mary off to school. Do you think you can cope here for a little while on your own?
Oh, yes, that's all right. I'll see to the stock.
Oh, thanks. I won't be very long.
All right. Gas, electricity, rates.
You know what you can do with those? I'm going down to the cellar.
Come along, Mary. You'll be late.
Shan't be a minute.
That's a good girl. Have you got everything?
Yes, Mummy.
Hurry up now. Oh, dear. Mummy, can I take Marion to school?
Yes, dear, yes.
Anything the matter, Kay? If there is, you've only got to tell me.
No, it's all right, thank you, Mr. Benson. Mrs. Benson.
What's the matter, Kay? Anything wrong?
Could I ask you a favour? After I've taken Mary to school, do you think I could have the rest of the morning off?
I don't know, dear.
Please, it's very important. It's about my husband.
Oh, him. Has he reared his ugly head?
Yes, I know what you think, but I've got to find him. Please, can I have some time off?
Well, all right. I suppose we can manage.
Oh, thanks. I'll make it up on my day off.
All right.
What's wrong with her? She seems a bit upset.
None of your business.
Okay. Just trying to be helpful.
She can well do without your help, I'm thinking.
Good morning, Mrs. Green.
Morning. Whether it's good or not, we'll have to wait and see, won't we?
Oh, don't be like that. Hasn't Mr. Mason gone out yet?
Are you asking me? I should have thought you'd know more about that.
Ha ha.
Come in. Oh, hello.
Do you know what time it is? You'll be late for work.
I'll make it.
How do you feel?
Oh, marvelous.
No, it's none of my business, but, I suppose you still don't want to tell me why those men jumped on you last night?
Oh, some blokes have a funny sense of humor, that's all.
Very funny, I must say. You know, Don, if I had a key to your room, I could come in and tidy up every day.
Thanks, but I don't want to be tidied up. I like things the way they are.
Oh, wouldn't be any trouble.
Look, Maisie, I like you, you like me. But don't make the mistake of trying to take over, trying to run my life.
Why?
Because I don't want it.
I see. Sorry. I didn't know I was making a nuisance of myself.
Maisie.
Yes?
Look, it isn't that you're making a nuisance of yourself. It's just...
I understand you. Last night some men jump you and you tell me to mind my own business.
Yeah, well, I was...
You're enough to make a girl go round the bend.
But Maisie... Women.
Men?
All right, Mrs. Green, I'll get it.
Oh, can you tell me if Mr. Mason still lives here?
Yes, he does, but I'm afraid he's out.
Do you know where I can find him?
I might.
Well, it's very important that I find him quickly.
I see. Well, you could try the Apex Transport Company in Brentford. He works there.
The Apex. Oh, thank you.
Oh, by the way, if you miss him, who shall I say called?
His wife. I'm Mrs. Mason. Thank you very much.
Now, miss. Go straight over there, turn to your left, and you'll find him in the big shed just over the other side.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Doc. Yeah? Get a load of this. Hey, take it, will you, Tom?
Hey, knock it out, fellas. I know this one.
Okay. What are you doing here?
How are you?
I'm fine, but you haven't answered my question. What are you doing here? And how did you know where to find me anyway?
I asked at your old dig. Somebody told me you were working down here.
Well, there's nothing wrong, is there? Are you all right?
Yes, I'm okay.
But it's Mary. What's happened? Kay, is Mary all right?
She's all right, but... Look, this letter came this morning.
Over here. Mrs. Mason, contact your husband. He knows where the plates are.
Are those the plates you used to print the notes with?
Yeah, what else? I want him. If he doesn't give them to me, I'll see that your daughter suffers. She won't like to know where her father's been for the last 2 years. I'll be in touch later with instructions how and where to deliver the plates.
Who sent it?
How should I know? Anyone. No signature, it's typewritten. Anyone could have sent it. A lot of jokers know the facts. Whoever he is, we met last night. I was jumping up.
Didn't you recognize him?
No, not a hope. There were 2 of them anyway, with stockings over their kisses.
What's so special about these plates? Anyway, why do they want them so badly?
Well, they were perfect. Even the bank said that when they saw the prints.
Who's got them now?
The last I know, a yobble had them, one the police didn't catch up with.
But you'll just have to find them.
It's easier said than done.
Listen, when I read that letter, my first instinct was to go to the police.
Take it easy. Keep the coppers out of it. You go to them, and the chances are I'll wind up in more trouble.
You've already served your sentence.
Yeah, but I dummied up, withheld information if they could prove that. But anything could happen.
Well, we just can't afford to take any chances, not when Mary's concerned.
I'll think of something. You still work and live at that pub?
Yes.
How is it?
It's not bad. Mrs. Benson's all right.
And Mr. Benson? Yeah. That bit about Mary not knowing I've been inside, is that still true?
I told her you were at sea, like we arranged.
Oh, well, thanks for that anyway. I wouldn't want her to know I've been inside. Or about you and me splitting up.
It didn't have to be that way.
Well, don't let's start that again. After the way things went. You know, when this geezer first got in touch with me, I just laughed. Even last night, I didn't take that too seriously. But this is different. Threatening you and Mary.
Can't your friend help?
Him? I haven't seen him since Johnny Law bounced me. And now I'll have to. Only I'll have to tackle him in a certain way.
What does that mean?
You leave that for me to worry about. You go on home. I'll call you later. Oh, and say hello to Mary for me, eh?
Where do you think you're going?
I'm sorry, Mr. Lacey, but I've got to take some time off.
You what? You've only just arrived.
But this is important. I'll come back later. Hey, Doc.
What's up? Anything I can do?
No, thanks all the same. It's family business.
Right. Chin up. Here we go. Hold it. Good. Right, now turn round with your back to the drum. Head well back. Arms behind you. Not such a big grin next time, huh? Done. Oh, how are you?
Fine. You?
Well, I haven't any complaints. But what are you doing here? I thought we agreed that...
Knock it off. Get rid of her. I want to talk to you. It's urgent.
Honey, I've changed my mind about that setup. Go and change into the other outfit. I'll cover those shots next.
Right, Mr. Warren.
What's the trouble? Money?
No, I've landed all right. I got a job. But I've been thinking it isn't enough. I did a stretch for something I didn't get much out of, and I think it's about time I did.
Yes?
Those plates. They're still good. I can sell them.
You're crazy. The law would be onto you in no time, and that means more trouble. Oh, no, thanks. Well, you went down. It was only luck that kept me out.
Yeah, and the fact that I kept my big mouth shut.
I know, and I'm grateful, believe me. But there's no sense in our running any fresh risks.
Wouldn't be any risks.
For the sake of a few quid, you must
Few
be out
quid?
of your mind.
4,000 to be exact.
4,000?
Yeah, I know a geezer who's willing to pay that. Cash. You have still got them.
Oh, no, I haven't. I got rid of them when things went wrong.
Oh, come off it. You'd have said so right away.
Look, they're gone. It wasn't safe to have him around. I'm not a fool.
But, Ches, there'll be something in it for you. An even split, 50-50. Now, look, I went inside for 2 years. 2 stinking years.
Would it have been any better if I'd been there to hold your hand?
You talked me into passing that money. Perfect, you said. Well, the plates were, but the paper wasn't. I got caught, and before I'd made a couple of hundred out of it. £200. It's almost funny. Well, now I want a chance to make more to make it worthwhile.
Look, I can't help you. I haven't got those plates anymore.
But think about it, Chaz. If you change your mind, you can call me at this number.
I told you I can't. Go away. Stay away. It's safer, believe me. Safer for both of us.
Look, I didn't want to put it this way. But unless I hear from you, and soon, I may decide to talk after all. Come to think of it, I've got nothing to lose.
Is this okay?
Oh, fine, fine.
Your change, sir. I said, here's your change.
Oh, thanks. So like call service. Clean table, friendly smile.
Now, come along, ladies and gentlemen. It's past time.
Would you like to join me in a drink?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I work here. I make it a rule never to drink with the customers.
Oh, but I'm not just a customer, Mrs. Mason. No, in a manner of speaking, you could call me a friend. Well, relatively speaking.
How do you know my name?
Oh, so I was right.
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid I don't know you. Would you mind drinking up, sir? It's well past time.
Well, perhaps you don't know me yet, but I happen to know someone who knows your husband.
Don?
Yeah, Don. I mean, how is he? You know, I haven't seen him for a long time.
He's all right.
Well, then you've seen him recently.
As a matter of fact, I have, but I don't see what he's got to do with you.
Oh, I am glad. Of course, I knew about you two being bust up and all that, but it's nice to know you get together now and then. Well, if only for the kids' sake.
Who are you?
I told you. Friend of your husband's. Oh, the man's right. It is time. Time to go.
Hey, just a minute.
Kay, get those empties sorted out in the cellar. The van's calling today.
No, I won't be a minute. I only want
Now, look, Kay. You've already had time off this morning. Now, try and get some work done. There's a good girl. Now, come along, ladies and gentlemen, if you please. Here, let me give you a hand.
Oh, well, I'll go and help Mrs. Benson.
Just a minute. I wanted to work with you anyway. You know you should have come to me this morning when you wanted time off. It would have been all right, but it would have looked better coming from me. After all, I am the governor.
I'm sorry. It was urgent.
Trouble? Can't have that, not with a pretty girl like you, now can we?
Excuse me.
Of course. But remember, Kay, if you ever need any help, I'm always here. Don't forget that.
Can you tell me where I find Mr. Lacey?
Yeah, I think he's in number 6 warehouse. It's up there.
Where's your governor?
He's in there, mate.
Mr. Lacey?
Yeah?
I'm making inquiries about Don Mason.
Who are you?
Police Inspector Maine. I understand he works here.
Works here? You must be joking. He just comes in when it suits him. Oh, he did show up this morning, but he left again before he had time to even open his locker.
I see. Any idea where he went?
I don't know and I don't care. I'll give you his home address if it's any use.
Thank you.
And then Rosemary said she hadn't upset you.
Don't talk with your mouth full, Mary.
Sorry, Mummy, but I know she was fibbing.
Now, that's not a very nice thing to say about Rosemary, is it, dear? And run along with your coat, love. I want to sew a button on.
Oh, gosh, Mummy, I forgot. A man gave me a note for you.
A note? When? Where was that?
As I was coming out of school, he just said to give it to you.
Where is it?
In the pocket.
You run along and get ready for bed, dear.
Oh, Mummy.
Now, do as I say, Mary.
Hello?
Hello. May I speak to Mr. Don Mason, please?
Don Mason? No, I'm sorry. He's out.
I must speak to him. This is his wife.
Oh. Just a moment. Don, it's for you. He's just come in. It's your wife.
Hello?
Don, some man's been speaking to Mary. He gave her an envelope for me.
Well, what was in it?
A £5 note.
A fiver.
Look, it's terrifying. Well, he seems to know so much. He knows where and how to get hold of Mary.
Don't panic, Kay. Did Mary describe him? What does he look like?
I didn't ask her. I came straight to the telephone. Oh, Don, please, you've got to do something.
I'm trying, Kay, believe me. I've had a go at getting the plates. I ought to be able to get my hands on them soon.
Well, hurry.
Now it's time you went to bed.
Mary. Come here, dear. Now, Mary, who gave you that envelope?
Man.
Yes, I know that, darling, but what did he look like? Can you describe him to me?
A big man.
Have you ever seen him before?
No, but he knew me and he knew my name. Why, Mummy, did I do wrong?
No, darling, no. But listen to me. If he ever speaks to you again, you mustn't have anything to do with him. Do you understand?
Yes, Mummy. Why not?
Oh, never mind that, darling. But promise me that you will never speak to strangers. Will you promise?
Yes, Mummy, I promise.
That's a good girl.
I met her today. Your wife.
Yeah, well, I can't explain about that. Why I never told you about it.
Oh, don't bother. Save it. It's an old story. I tell you this, it's the first time it's ever happened to me, and I'm quite sure it's going to be the last.
Maisie.
Excuse me. The street door's open. I just came straight in. You Don Mason?
Who wants him?
Detective Inspector Maine.
Come on in. What do you want?
Chat.
That's cozy. You blokes have had one chunk out of my life. What do you want, more?
Not necessarily. But the case you were involved in isn't closed as far as we're concerned.
Yep. Well, I got 2 years' porridge behind me that says it is.
You didn't pass those forgeries alone. You didn't print them. You didn't design the plates. So there's still a little matter of your accomplices. And the plates themselves. If they still exist, they can still be used.
Sorry, Inspector. I can't help you.
Well, we won't rest till we find them. And if you're smart, you'll cooperate. Otherwise...
Otherwise what?
You'll be a marked man for the rest of your life. with a special note against your name in a file that's always ready to be taken out. I hear you've got a job.
Used travels.
Suppose you want to keep it. It's entirely up to you, Mason. Think about it carefully. By the way, I'll call you.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Would you like another drink, love?
Oh, marvellous.
Decorating indeed.
Thanks, sir.
Oh, no.
Oh, hello, Sally.
Hello, stranger. Come in.
Oh, thanks. Is Neville around?
Yes, but you caught us at a bad time. We're in the middle of decorating.
That's right, keep him at it.
Come on, he's in here.
Thanks.
Neville, we've got a visitor.
Ah, hello, mate.
Hi, John.
It's going to be very nice.
Oh, I hope so. Would you like a beer, Don?
No, thanks, not at the moment, Sally.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got a few things to finish in the bedroom.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, what got into you today going off like that? Old man Lacey nearly blew his top.
Yeah, I bet he did.
Well, he was talking about giving you your cards. He's all right there. You'll be able to straighten him out tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I may not show up tomorrow either, and I may want you to give me a hand to front for me on a deal. Pretend you're ready to buy something for 4,000 quid.
4,000? When did I win the pools? Hey, Don, you better sit down and tell me what this is all about from the beginning.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Wonder, I'm afraid I shan't be able to make dinner tonight. Something's come up. We'll have to make our date later tonight, do you mind?
No, not at all. As long as you don't make it too late.
Oh, all right, won't be. I've got to go to Shoreditch to see someone on business. I have to pick up something there, so I'll see you back here in a couple of hours or so. Well, you've got the key anyway, so let yourself in if I'm not back.
Yes, all right. I'll just slip home and change. See you later.
Good girl. Oh, hello, is Don Mason there?
No, I'm sorry. He went out a short while ago.
Oh. Oh, will you give him a message when you see him? Tell him Mr. Warren called and that it'll be okay to go ahead on that business deal. He'll understand.
All right, I'll tell him if I see him.
Yes?
I see. You want me to pretend that I've got 4,000 quid to invest? Is that it?
That's the only way I know that'll make Chas Warren bring those plates out into the open.
All right. I'll go along with you.
Thanks, Neville. I knew I could count on you.
Yeah, just for the record, it was no surprise to hear that you'd done time.
Well, how do you mean?
Well, there's a character around the other day asking about you. Well, he said he was a mate of yours. But then he let slip you'd been in jail together.
Well, did he give a name?
Yeah, it was Harvey, I think it was.
Harvey. It's the Harvey I think it is. Tom Harvey.
Hello, Tom.
Mason. Yeah, that's right. Returning the call you made on me last night. You and your mate, whoever he was.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't let's waste time. I know you, Harvey. You can be hired any time for a punch-up. Well, all I want to know is, who was it did the hiring last night?
Well, I can't tell you.
You will. Because right now, it's just you and me. Now, for your information,
That car of yours was seen leaving my place last night.
I don't believe you.
There's a witness to the whole
Witness?
thing.
There weren't any witnesses. We made sure...
Who's we?
Don't take this so personal. We were paid to bounce you, that's all. Look, Don, you know how it is. A job's a job. You don't ask any questions.
Maybe you don't, but I do. All right, I'll trade everything for one piece of information. Just one.
What's that?
Who was it who paid you?
Oh! All right, I'll tell you. It was Ed Jones who runs the stable's coffee bar.
Thanks.
What are you going to do?
Buy myself a coffee. What else?
John, there was a message for you. Mr. Warren called. He said he was ready to do business.
Yeah, right now I've got some business of my own. Thanks for letting me know, though.
Oh, where?
Now, what's the big idea busting into my office like this?
I'm sorry, Ed. I didn't know you'd be so busy.
Yeah, well, as it happens, I am. So what do you want, Don?
Would you get lost, darling?
Oh! Do you mind?
Is she a good typist?
Fair, why?
I just wondered, that's all. A while back, you were interested in something you figured I had.
What was that?
Plates. Printing plates. Designed for fivers.
Yeah, I remember. It made the time pass. I was
You were
talking
interested
about
in getting your hands on them. Do you remember that also?
Was I? Well, I'm always interested in deals, you know that. But you kept saying you never had them. Why? Could you have been wrong? Would you be interested in talking now? Because
I'm
if you
more
are...
interested in finding out if it was you who sent this letter to my wife.
What are you talking about?
Look, I'm no expert, but I'd say this letter could have been written on this machine.
What letter? What's it all about?
Blackmail, that's what it's all about.
Now, look, you come charging in here...
You made it your business to find out all about me, about my wife, my kid, everything.
I think you'd better get out of here.
Yeah, sure, but I'll take this with me to compare notes.
Mason has a letter that belongs to me. I want it back.
Hello, Mason. I told him I'd find you here. Having a little trouble?
No, Inspector. Nothing for you to worry about.
Maybe I've got other things to worry about that are more important. Do you know a photographer called Chaz Warren?
Why?
He was found murdered in his studio this evening. And I know you were there earlier today and you had an argument with him.
Shall I get him?
Leave him. It's all right. I know where to find him when I want him.
Come on, everybody. Carry on, please. All over now. Come on.
You better load up the truck for the Coventry run. Tom will give you a hand.
Right, there you go. That's the one down the end there.
That's it.
Mr. Lacey.
Oh, so you've turned up at last, have you?
I'm sorry, Mr. Lacey. It's my wife. She's sick. I'd like to have the rest of the day off.
What do you think this is, a holiday camp? Yesterday Mason clears off, we haven't seen him since, and now you want to go.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Lacey. Well, I'll be in tomorrow.
What about you two? You quite sure you're feeling all right? Would you like to pack up and go home?
Hey, Mr. Lacey, have a look at this. It's all about Don Mason.
Stone the Crows. No wonder he didn't turn up today. It's mixed up in the murder of that photographer. Let him talk his way out of this one.
And you do understand, Mrs. Mason, that if your husband gets in touch with you, you must contact us immediately.
Yes, of course I understand. Why are you so certain that he's mixed up in this killing?
We're not certain. We just want to ask him a few questions, that's all. When was this taken?
About No, it'd be 3 years ago now.
May I borrow it?
Well, I'd much rather you didn't. It belongs to my daughter. She might miss it.
Yes, I understand. In any case, we have one of our own. Well, that's all, Mrs. Mason. Don't forget,
The moment you hear from him.
I won't forget.
Good day, Mrs. Mason.
Goodbye.
Oh, hello, Kay. Mrs. Benson's gone out to do the shopping, but she left a message for you. Her sister's kiddies are having a tea party this afternoon, and she wondered whether she might take little Mary along.
Yes. Yes, I should think Mary would like that.
Oh, good. Good, well, that's settled. Kay, I was wondering...
Yes?
Nothing. Nothing, my dear. We'll talk about it later. But there is just one thing.
What's that, Mr. Benson?
You're a very pretty girl. And it's not only the police who are interested in you. Excuse me, my dear. Hello? Just a moment. Kay, it's for you. A man?
Hello?
Mrs. Mason, has your husband got those printing plates yet?
No, not yet, but he is expecting to.
Well, tell him from me that we still want them. The trouble he's in with the law makes no difference. I'll call you again later.
But just a minute. I'm going out.
Out? But who's going to help me in the bar?
Hello. Hi. I was wondering if you could help me again. Where can I find Don?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Oh, I see. Well, your landlady told me that I might find you or Don down here. But as he's not, well, he must be hiding somewhere.
He's probably hiding down a deep hole, I shouldn't wonder. Sorry, I can't help you.
Maisie. It is Maisie, isn't it? It isn't for myself that I've got to find him. It's for our daughter. It might affect her.
Your what?
Our daughter.
Would you mind telling me something, Mrs. Mason?
What?
Why are you and Don separated?
Do you know very much about Don?
No, not really. He's not exactly the talkative type. But I do know he's been at sea for the past couple of years.
Yes, well, that's not exactly true. He's been in prison.
Prison?
When he came out...
I suppose it was a bust-up, and you didn't want to know.
Something like that.
Well, what happens now?
Well, he is my husband. I love him. So does our daughter. We want him back.
Yes, yes, of course. That's the way things go, isn't it?
Yes, I suppose so.
Well, there's a friend of his, Neville Stone. He lives at 13 Jones Street. You could try there.
13 Jones Street. Thanks. I will.
By the way, what's her name?
Mary.
Say hello to her for me, will you?
I haven't seen that face around. Who was she?
I don't know. I've never seen her before.
You know, there's one person who might know something.
Who's that?
This model. I saw her in Warren's studio yesterday. According to that, she worked for him regularly. She might just know what he intended doing last night after he called my place and said he wanted to do business.
That's okay. Where'd you find her?
Well, there's only one place I know. The studio.
No, I better go.
Is Mr. Mason here?
Yes. You're Mrs. Mason, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Come in.
It's Kay.
Hello, Don.
Oh, look, if you two want to be alone together, go ahead.
It's like old times, isn't it? Up to my neck in trouble.
Well, at least this time you're trying to help us. Don, where were you when that man was killed last night?
I was right here with Neville. A little later on in the coffee bar, nowhere near the place it happened.
Oh, why don't you tell the police that?
It isn't that easy. If I get tied up, it doesn't leave me free to cope with our friend, the one who's putting the bite on us.
I heard from him this morning. He telephoned.
And now he's pushing his luck a bit. What about Mary? Where is she?
She went to school this morning. Later on, she's going to a party. She should be all right then. Don, she'd love to see you.
I'd love to see her too, but well, there are one or two problems we've got to get sorted out first. By the way, how did you know where to find me?
A friend of yours told me.
Well, that's it then. I can't stay here a minute longer. Neville stuck his neck out far enough already, just by looking after me.
Well, where are you going?
I got a call to make first, then I'll contact you at the pub later.
You expecting anyone? No. Hey, look, you better go out through the back.
Yeah. Oh, my coat.
Don,
Yes?
take care.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Mr. Neville Stone?
Yes.
I'm Police Inspector Main. May I come in?
Well, yes, of course.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Well, you better come inside.
I've reason to believe that Don Mason stayed here last night.
Oh, Inspector? Well, there's no one here.
You know who I'm talking about. He's a very special friend of yours.
Well, yes, he is.
You work together. I've been to the transport yard. They tell me you've got the day off because your wife's supposed to be sick. She looks fit enough to me.
Well, I had my reasons.
So you haven't seen Mason? He hasn't been here?
No, he hasn't.
I suppose you haven't seen him?
No, I haven't.
Well, then how do you explain a table laid for 3?
The other place is mine. I've been staying here.
Have you got all your stuff, miss?
Yes, just a few things in my face box.
No, don't worry too much. We'll be in touch with you later. Just a few questions.
Hmm? Oh, yes. Yes, all right.
Just leave a message if you go out.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. He knew how to pick 'em, did our Charlie?
It's okay, driver. Don't be scared. I just want to talk to you.
I have nothing to say to you.
Look, I didn't kill Chaz. Now, you've got to believe me.
The police aren't so sure. And I heard you quarreling with him.
Well, did you hear what we were talking about?
No, only the tone of your voices.
Well, I was offering him a deal to sell something for him that he had. Now, why would I want to kill him if I was prepared to do that?
How do I know that's true?
Look, I believe he was killed because of this deal, for the things that we were preparing to sell. But I inadvertently led the killer to him.
What makes you so certain of all this?
Because when I was at the studio, he said he wasn't interested. Then later on, he phoned my digs and said he'd changed his mind.
That could be true. He was taking me to dinner last night. Then he said he had some urgent business. He said he had to go somewhere to meet somebody and pick something up.
Well, did he say where?
I think he said Shoreditch.
Shoreditch.
Hmm.
Okay, driver, stop the cab. I'm getting out.
But wait a minute.
Thanks for the information, honey. And the lift. Okay, driver.
Yes, what can I do for you?
I'd like to see Mr. Baum, if I may.
What about? He's very busy.
I think he'll see me. I'm an old friend of his. Tell him it's Don Mason.
All right. Papa, there's a Mr. Don Mason to see you.
Don Mason? Well, all right, I'm coming. Donald, my boy, what a welcome face.
Mussy, how are you?
Oh, fine, never better.
Would you like some tea, Papa?
Oh, please, Ruby. And for my friend, too. Friend of long standing, one I haven't seen for, well, a long time. Good girl. Had a heart in the right place, but she has a hard time with me.
And from the way she's looking at me, she got my number straight off.
Never mind. Well, you look good. Well, now, what is it?
Mussy, there's something I want to ask you.
Anything done. Anything except to do with the old business. I'm out of that now. Finished. I must keep out of trouble. 3 sentences, 11 years out of my life. It's about time, isn't it? About time.
You know, Mussy, the plates you made, they were always the best.
Maybe. Now, I never handle a £5 note. Not even a real one. My daughter takes me in the last time I come out. She and her husband. This is his business. Junk. But he works hard. But they're so ashamed of him. So ashamed. So now I just spend my days here, trying to help. Years behind me gone for nothing. Stupid, wasted life.
Mussy, Chaz Warren was coming to see you last night. It could only be you. Now, give me a straight answer. Have you got the plates you made for him?
Why? Why do you want to know?
Because I'm being blackmailed by someone who wants them.
Are you? That's bad.
Me and my family. Look, Mussy, I've got to get my hands on those plates today.
Donald, you don't know what you're asking.
That's right, mister. You just don't know. But I should have known the moment I saw you that you were one of his old crowd.
Ruby, please.
Papa. This has been his whole life. Crazy. My mama died waiting for him, so no more.
Ruby, I was only
Papa,
saying...
when could you last walk down a street without people pointing at you? Mister, go away from this house. Leave us in peace. My father has no business with you.
Maybe I don't. But Donald was a good friend to me once. Just as you and Peter are being good to me now, and if these things will help him, he's welcome to them.
Papa, you're mad. If they're used again, they may be traced back to you, and then you'll be in more trouble. Oh, give them to me.
No, these are what Donald came for, and he's going to have them. His family may be in danger. They might do some good to someone now. I hope so. I hope so.
Mary? You there, dear? Mrs. Benson? Mrs. Benson? You down there, Mrs. Benson? Oh, I was looking for Mrs. Benson. You haven't seen Mary anywhere, have you?
They've gone to that kiddies' tea party, the one I mentioned earlier.
Yes, of course. I completely forgot.
What's the hurry?
I want to go up to my room.
Oh, can't we stay and talk for a bit?
I don't think you and I have got anything to talk about, Mr. Benson.
You keep on avoiding me, and I don't see why. After all, you've kept some pretty low company in your time, Mrs. Mason. That could be very awkward for you in this job. I haven't told Mrs. Benson, of course. You can rely on me to be discreet.
Hello, Maisie.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. Did your wife find you?
Yeah. Why, was it you who told her where I was? Thanks. Look, do me one more favor, will you? Go to the door and keep your eyes skinned.
Okay.
Thanks. All right.
Relax, will you? It's a social call. No. Now, don't get up. Oh, where's your typewriter? Gone to the cleaners?
That's right. Ever since you touched it last night, we thought it was necessary.
Now, don't be like that. I just called to give you a message. Tell that friend of yours I've got what he wants. He knows how to contact me.
Don, there's a police car outside.
Thanks. Try and keep him talking. Which way?
Yeah, that way.
We're police officers. We've had a report that Don Mason's been seen coming in here.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about that.
Don Mason. I've been here for some time and I haven't seen him.
When did you last see him?
Last night, in here, when the other inspector spoke to him.
What other inspector? Who are you talking about?
The plainclothes man. I think he said his name was Maine.
No sign of Mason in here, son.
Right. Sorry to trouble you.
No trouble at all? Really?
Mason came here. He said he's got those things now. Only listen, this is the last I want to hear of it. I'll put you onto him, but you're getting mixed up in murder, and that's too strong for me. So as of this moment, I'm out. Honey, how would you like a nice long vacation? In the south of France, for instance.
That'd be nice.
What is it? What's it?
Why?
Now listen, I can explain everything. You don't understand.
You all right? Eh?
Kay, I don't know how to tell you, dear. Oh, we were coming home from the party. It's Mary.
Mary, what's happened?
Well, I had to go into a shop to buy something. She was outside. I could see her through the window. This man came,
Yeah?
and then he started to talk to her. I thought nothing of it. And he pushed her into a car
She's
and drove off.
Is Mrs. Mason there?
Mrs. Mason speaking.
Mrs. Mason, we've got your daughter, and we understand that your husband has got the plates.
What about Mary?
She'll be all right and return to you when we get those plates. Now listen carefully. Tell Mason he has to put them in his personal locker in the warehouse at 7 o'clock exactly. He'll know where we mean. He must come alone and leave immediately. I'll call you later about your daughter.
Hello. He's rung off.
Do you know what he means?
Yeah. 7 o'clock, he wants the place deserted. All right, I'll play it his way. Only you call the cops, but tell him to go carefully. If he spots them, he'll be gone in a flash.
be here in a minute.
Righto.
You all right?
Yeah. I never knew he had a gun, though.
This should tell us all we want to know about the killing of Charles Warren.
Yeah.
And incidentally, your wife came along in that second car. If I were you, I'd take her and your daughter home.